Hey all, and welcome back for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. Today we're starting a brand new series by the name of Isekai Quartet. And wouldn't you know it, it's actually a whole bunch of Isekai universes colliding dramatically, although in a rather chibi format, it seems. We have crossovers from Konosuba, Overlord, ReZero Starting Life in Another World, and Saga of Tanya the Evil. Now, Neo and I obviously know about Konosuba. I've watched a little bit of ReZero. I know of Overlord, but I've never even seen a single jot of Saga of Tanya the Evil. So this should be pretty interesting. We're covering the first two episodes today. So here we go. First episode of Isekai Quartet. Check the video description if you need syncing instructions. In 3, 2, 1. And of course, thank you once again, Silver Dude, for commissioning these.
The music is recognizable. It starts with Konosuba. I've seen bits and pieces of this. I think I've seen most of this episode. I actually have watched bits of ReZero as well, and I actually have watched bits of Actually, I've watched more of Saga of the Tanya the Evil. It's an interesting show. It's like Actually, funnily enough, I feel like you could chart these four shows crossing over here. You could just chart them onto a political compass.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, very neatly. I've seen those. I have seen bits of Overlord as well. I watched a few episodes of ReZero, and it was just kind of alright. So
yeah, it's not bad.
So I stopped watching it.
I know this lady here by her design.
Yeah.
Of course, we need a conceit for everything to cross over in the first place, even if it is mostly for yuck's sake.
Yep.
We must absolutely not press this button.
Yeah, Overlord is a funny show.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped watching it because I felt like it kind of started playing itself too straight.
Right.
But the central conceit of like this guy is just a complete like normie who just happens to be stuck in like a video game like evil lich's body and has to pretend to be evil. That was funny, but that eventually it got too serious for me. It was like now we're actually like having an actual anime, and I don't like anime.
Uh-oh. Well, at least some things are consistent in this crossover.
It happens. The English dub of this of Overlord, and then also this is very good because it's Patrick Seitz as as this guy here, and he is so fucking funny when it's like when he's like in a role that just gets sort of upended like this. Like he was he's also the Dolahan in Konosuba.
Oh, okay.
Konosuba's English dub. And God, I don't know, Patrick States' voice is one of the most naturally funny voices in anime dubbing.
Yeah, no, absolutely nothing about the fourth series in this batch.
Yeah, the Saga of Tanya. That is a very different show from the rest of these. I mean, like, Saga of Tanya is like a political thriller for the most part, I'd say. It's surprisingly like kind of like great with like its. I find its politics to be actually really shockingly progressive. But it attracts a lot of weird fans who don't understand, the kind of people who like do not understand that just because that wearing the kind of people don't understand when they're being criticized.
Right.
Because Saga of Tanya Evil is very much like a pretty deep critique of militant fascist countries. I think the author of it is like an actual like communist.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you slot that in next to Konosuba, which is primarily known for being very good at dick and shit jokes.
Yeah, just complete nonsense, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have two of our teams here. I wonder if they're gonna introduce the other two or wait for the second episode for that.
Yeah, the first two that show up are the two most like sort of irreverent groups.
Yeah.
Because I mean Konosuba more so than Overlord, but Overlord very much still starts out at least as being pretty wacky.
If I had to rate it on the sliding scale, ReZero would be fairly serious as well.
Yeah, I'd say ReZero. I know, like tries to look at does take itself seriously with its own flavor of anime funny stuff. Thank you for explaining yourself to most of the people watching this who don't know who you
that's
are.
actually useful for me because I don't know.
Yeah. Because most of I imagine this is like the least known of the four by a long shot. But yeah, I mean, if you couldn't tell by the sigil on her what country it's supposed to be riffing on.
Well, if you insist.
Oh, hey, it's the whole thesis of the show. Ready to go. Set it in one line.
Oh, fucking skeleton back there. It's very similar to a lot of fanfics as well, where they're just in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like God sitting across from you over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ReZero is about to show up.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're probably the most popular of these four.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. So yeah, their voices, inside when it's like his inner monologue, it's just it's the human player who's trapped inside the body. But whenever Ainz talks, it's the in-game voice.
I'm surprised No Game, No Life hasn't shown up yet.
Is that Katakawa?
I'm not entirely sure, because, the conceit is they're all under the same umbrella.
Yeah, I know. Shield Hero shows up in the second season.
The Rising of the Shield Hero and Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious.
I don't know if No Game No Life is Katakawa, because that's what all these are. Girl talk.
8-bit girl talk. The most rare of girl talks. Yeah, just deal with it, really.
Yep. It is a bop.
Yeah, it's not bad. Nice of them to tell us when we can see them again.
Yeah. Well, see you next week.
Or see you right now, in fact. That was episode 1 of Isekai Quartet. Not a lot to say about that one. It was just very much an introductory episode. Just set the stakes, get all the players in place and whatnot.
Yeah, just setting up the premise.
Right. Ready for episode 2 if you are, mate.
I am.
Here we go. Episode 2 of Isekai Quartet. Tension introductions in 3, 2, 1. Love that guy. Did you enjoy your time at school, Nia?
It was alright.
7 out of 10, maybe.
Like 6 in difference.
Fair enough. Now, I'm not sure if that's the same VA as the guy who plays Rose or whatever in ReZero, but that's definitely Dio's voice in the anime.
Wonderful.
Learn lots, have lots, no violence. Be nice too. That might be the same VA, actually. You can hear it when he goes lower. Surprisingly large cast, given, all the characters that are involved here.
Yep.
We have the main players, obviously, but other Konosuba characters appear, like Chris, Veneer, Wiz, Ruffian, and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've seen just tons of a bunch of clips. They just get recommended on YouTube because that's what YouTube does. So,
Well, it's a wacky, cheery anime, so I'm not
yeah.
surprised.
It is nice that Tanya gets to appear in the OP and the ED.
Mm-hmm.
Benefit of being a female protagonist in Isekai, which is rare. Although she's only half that because like the original, she's like the setup is that there's like this
he's a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy, and he's like an atheist, and like he gets fucking hit by a train.
One of God's special tricks.
And then he's an orphaned girl in not Nazi Germany.
Neat.
You know, it is a female-led isekai. Spirited Away.
Holy shit, you're right.
It's one of the only ones that I can actually think of.
If you think about it, Alice in Wonderland is an isekai.
There's So I'm a Spider, So What? I know also that's about a girl.
I've heard things about that. That might be on the list, I'm not sure.
Ooh.
Nope, just Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Not the same thing.
I didn't know that was an anime.
Shut up, Neo. Jesus. Well, at least he's honest. Good old Pug. To be honest, having 100 friends just kind of sounds like a load of bother. You just need a close group of friends that you trust.
Like, it's good that like this is like the only completely non-comedy in the thing, because like being the being the only one completely serious is a joke in and of itself.
Yeah, of course. You need a straight man in a comedy.
They're not even straight men so much as they are just like, because they're the odd ones out here. They're fucking weird.
I mean, there's a skeleton there, there's a goddess there, but no, it's the ones in German attire.
I mean, yeah, like the fact that they are refusing like to act like, squabbling children is an act, like they're in a war battalion.
Fucking Kazuma.
Yeah. It's so mean.
Fucking darkness.
Kazuma knew. He had to know that comment would set her off. Like, he's actively choosing to provoke a situation where his teammates are come off in the worst possible light.
Of course. Christ.
Yeah.
That really is something.
It's very much just Albedo's thing. Extremely horny for the main character.
I suppose these two episodes being together kind of works because it's just a 20-minute introduction episode overall.
Yeah. And if you're going to have a crossover of 4 different series, you can't just count on everybody watching it having seen all 4.
Exactly, like me.
Yeah, you got to just assume that like anyone choosing to watch this has probably only seen one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just around the set. It's not an Isekai, but we need a bit of school life. Or whatever the one with the zombies was called.
We always have to walk in a group.
Oh
Yeah, this is a great gag. Once again, Aqua is the best character in the show. Like, she stays winning. Mostly by losing, but...
In this world, to lose is to win. Ainz's voice sounds so familiar. Satoshi Hino.
Yeah. I like that Aqua is just everything. Like she's just such a great character.
Yeah.
And that's a reference to when she did that to the Dullahan.
Well, I'll be. In Western animation, the Japanese dub voice for Ron Stoppable is the guy who plays Ainz.
Well, I'll be. You mean the guy inside Ainz?
I'm not entirely sure. It didn't really make a difference between the two. Let me look.
Or
what's the name of the demon voice in the skeleton remote?
The demon voice. God, I actually don't know. Like it's weird.
I could look it up. Don't worry.
Yeah, the voice thing's being weird. I might have actually gotten the Patrick States thing wrong. I don't know. He sounds like... I remember the dub sounded like it. Oh, no, yeah, I did. It wasn't Patrick States. I'm sorry. I'm going to go jump off a bridge.
No, there are no bridges around here.
Alright. I like... it's Chris Guerrero! Fuck, that's right. Damn it.
What do you like?
They sound so goddamn similar. No, because that's tripped me up before in another conversation with someone, and I had to eat dirt each time.
Well, at least we clarified stuff in the meantime.
No one should have similar voices to each other ever in the world.
Indeed.
That only exists to make me upset.
I'm just going to enjoy the credits if you don't mind.
Yeah, and I'm going to wallow in my...
you corrected yourself. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Don't do that. It's a weird voice coming out of your mouth.
This is a bop.
It is.
I don't know why it's 8-bit.
Yeah. Just keep the budget down, I guess.
Yeah.
Ah, oh, bless.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we got a stinger.
We do got a stinger.
That, eh?
That. It's always that. It's always that, in quotes.
Can't use pronouns, otherwise you'll give the game away. Alright guys, that was the first 2 episodes of Isekai Quartet, and don't worry, we do have more on the docket, so now the introductions are out of the way, we can get truly into the antics and whatnot. That was fun, if not, like, super in-depth, as it were.
Yeah, it's hard to react to a comedy at times, but, you know, we do what we do.
I enjoyed it, so thank you, Silver Dude, for your support, mate. If you guys want your own batch of TV comms, just check to make sure we haven't covered it before, and you can also check with me just to make sure I'm comfortable with the commission idea. And head up patreon.com/HellfireComms after that, and yeah, we can make a little something happen in exchange for dollary dues. Just be aware that we are working for a backlog right now, so what you commission this year will most likely be gotten to you next year. But once you've paid, you don't have to stay pledged at that level. Everything paid for will be delivered eventually. Thanks for your support and patience, guys. See you next time for another batch of HC Patreon TV comms. Bye bye.